Well, howdy, ladies and gentlemen. Yeah, no, I usually just dive straight into the movie and explain to y'all, but I never take the time to say how much I appreciate all of y'all. Really, I do. Like, I'm a strange, normal, insane-minded man, but hey, to have a community that actually loves what I produce, I appreciate y'all, and I hope you enjoy the video. So we open up the movie on a colonization vessel called Covenant. Date December 5th, 2104, with 15 crew members. And in this ship, they are carrying 2,000 colonists and 1,140 embryos, which are basically sperms. I'm just kidding. Kids, chill out. Destination Origay 6. And when we zoom in, we meet our main clanker, Walter. And I don't know if you're able to live up to my favorite clanker from this universe, Andy. And if you know, you know. And if not, go watch the video. But while they were charging the ship with these huge energy sails, a huge wave comes out of nowhere, damaging it, causing them to have to wake up the rest of the crew unable to fix the problem. But while they're trying to wake everybody up, one of the crew is stuck in their capsule and is not able to get out, and because of that, he starts to burn alive in his capsule, and this girl over here crying in pure devastation. And by the time they got my man's body out of his capsule, this man is burnt to a crisp, and I swear if any of y'all laugh, I'm banning you, my guy. But Araku, why you trying not to laugh, bruh? That's disrespectful as shit, bruh. Stop laughing, bruh. But we go back over to the girl who was crying from earlier, and she goes through my guy's things, and I'm gonna guess this is her husband. Guys, like, Don't come at me in the comments if I'm wrong. But we pan over to the captain, and this girl coming. Ooh.
It smells like my size. Tight, squishy, and most likely well lubricated because of the beans we had for dinner.
Now I know we, yes, me and you, we are all cracking her. And if you say no, dog, why you lying? Now, I personally do not know how Homelander managed to bag her, but hey, I respect your game. But while my guy was briefing them on the situation that they're in and asking Walter what happened, this man really tells him that, yo, it was random. There was no way they could have predicted that wave could have hit them. And this man is out here arguing with the AI that no, it was not a coincidence, it was not luck. We need to figure out what exactly it was, instead of just fixing the problem and moving on. 30 seconds into you becoming the new leader, and I'm not gonna lie, I question your leadership skills.
Let's get this ship fixed, okay? Let's get to work.
This man has no authority, no status, no demeanor, no aura, and somehow ended up with this. Yeah, bro, plot, there's no way. Like, I keep looking at her and being like,
Please! No!
and they all start to drink in honor of my boy, in his memory, in his honor, sending him off to space. Rest in peace, Brody. You only had 30 seconds of screen time, but we still love you. RIPs in the comments. Now, how many people have we seen died in my channel alone? And I'm not gonna lie, it's a lot. Like, ridiculously a lot. And how many black people? Let's not even go there. But these two go outside to fix the charging panels, and while they're out there, the electricity finally comes back, with them going back into the ship. But while my guy over here was going back, he gets a rogue transmission, and they try to figure out what the transmission is saying. And I'm not even kidding when I say this, but this thing was talking about some country road, take me home to a place. I had to cut it because of copyright. Anyway, and they managed to track the direct place that the signal came from, and it's a habitable planet that is similar to Earth. But mind y'all, this is not the planet that they are headed to that is habitable. Pretty sure that's not a word. So the obvious choice was just to skip over it and head towards the planet that they originally said that they're going to, right?
Maybe we need to take a closer look.
niggas retarded. A signal came from a unknown planet that was singing Country Road Take Me Home, and now y'all decided, you know what, let's go over to that planet just because it's habitable. What?
To be a better habitat for our colony.
Yeah, it has the potential. We don't know that.
By the way, this crew, nobody wants to get back in the pods.
Now let me stop you right there, bucko, cause she is correct and you are wrong. I side with the woman. Yay, feminist. But as y'all can see, I am slowly, more and more starting to hate this man. Like, you already have a shawty that I would dream of, and now you're stupid? Like, bro, worst two combination of all time. Like, how did you back Scissor, but you're as smart as Darius? Nigga! Don't ever let us catch you in the street, because on baby, we all finna jump you. But for the sake of my brain cells and my blood pressure, let's just fast forward already. They land on the planet and start to grab some weapons before heading outside. But while they're walking outside checking the area, there are some things that you can notice about this place. One, there are no birds, no animals. But it looks oddly like Earth, doesn't it?
He's insufferable.
You're married to the man. Like, I'm right here, by the way.
Freaky ass nigga.
But while they were walking, this woman says that she can stay here with one of them and able to study and collect information about this place.
Behave yourself with my wife.
You tell me that, I'm not gonna lie, you're gonna come back and she's pregnant. I'm not gonna... But while they were studying everything, I guess, this man goes off to take a leak and also goes on a smoke break. But while he was doing that, he steps on something that releases these little particle looking things, and these things formulate into this black looking venomous thing and hit straight into my man's ear canal, digging into his skin. But we go back over to the rest of the crew and they see this gigantic vehicle spacecraft looking thing and head straight towards it. Of course, that's a smart thing to do. And while they're looking, this man sees the same thing that Buddy stepped on from earlier, touches one, releasing the same particle things, and this thing goes straight into his nose. And they keep on looking, with this man accidentally touching something that activates a hologram recording. And this is where the signal came from of the thing singing Country Road. And they all start to head back after hearing that my guy over there is sick and something is happening with him. But while they were going, my man falls to the floor and he is having the exact same symptoms as my boy from earlier. And let's be honest, guys, it doesn't take a rocket scientist to know something with those particles is messing with them. And these two managed to get back to the ship, with my man even falling to the ground out here coughing for dear life, and he spits out blood, and my girl over here is in straight shock, like, bruh, just help the nigga. And she drags my guy all the way over to the med station, and when she tries to rip open my guy's shirt, blood squirts on her face and she goes out and locks the door. Now correct me if I am wrong, but if the door was open while you are trying to treat him, what was the purpose of you locking it? Are you still... Oh, nah, blood. I'm not in the mood for this type of stupidity, bro. If my black queen over here dies because of her, believe me, I'm ending the video right here, and y'all know that I've done it before. I'm not scared to.
Yeah. Warm's coming. Let me the fuck out.
Bitch, what are you talking about? What are you talking about? She said let me out. Why the first... No, listen to me. I'm going to rewind. When she said let me out, she whispered, I can't. Listen. Bitch, what you mean you can't? Because from my point of view, I don't see anything that is physically stopping you from opening the door. And this might be considered to be too far, but if you do not open the door for this beautiful black woman, you are racist.
Move this man.
While my guy is tweaking, she's talking about some I have to keep the infection. What? She's not infected, dumbass! I am sorry for the swearing. Please forgive me. But do you see what I am dealing with right now? And this man's back starts to rip in half with something coming out. And this woman is still not opening the door for her. Lord! And you wanna know what she proceeds to do? She runs away. Worst character in this entire movie. I don't care who's next. Worst character in this entire movie. You literally killed the baddest one just because. Bruv, don't even get me started, bruv. And this little xenomorph starts to crawl her way. And when it runs at her, she manages to kick it back. Yes! Fight back! I'm so close to ending this video. Nah, I don't care if this is 10 minutes, bro. I could legit end it right here and I wouldn't give a damn. We could move on. I legit could. And who would stop me? Who? But I'm gonna do this. You know why? Because I want y'all to enjoy a video and y'all want to see me crash out for some reason. You could have opened the door the entire time and she wouldn't be in this situation. Do you realize how stupid you are?
You idiot. You're honestly an idiot. I don't know what's wrong with you. But your ego is pissing me off.
Bitch, are you dumb? Pardon me? Are you dumb? I think she's dumb. Are you?
How did you manage to sell the bag? You literally came in glocked up and ready and slipped, fell. How? And it gets worse because she tries to close the door and closes it on her leg. Bro, this gotta be the worst type of person. Or like, how is this even possible? And even when the door manages to close, we learned that even if the door is locked, it wouldn't matter because this thing managed to break through the glass. So my girl over there died for nothing. That's what y'all are telling me at this point. Y'all could have let her out and the monster would have still gone out. Oh my goodness, blood. She runs over to grab another gun, which I'm not gonna lie, I don't even trust her. Because when the thing even gets in her face, she starts shooting and misses. How? This thing is literally getting bigger by the second and you can't even hit it. And she shoots something that causes an explosion and that little nigga still ran out the ship and the entire thing explodes. And I don't care what any person, any human being tries to debate me on with what I'm about to say. This happened because of that woman. All of it. I'm not gonna, you can say, oh, but the guy was the one that was sick and what, she let this happen. They could have gone out. The black woman and her could have locked the door. Fine, just went out the ship. That's it. But y'all decided to make the entire thing explode. And if that little... Wait, no. I just thought of something better. Because if they both went out the ship and waited for the rest of the crew to arrive, that little nigga would have gone out and they could have went back into the ship knowing that there's no monster inside and then escaped. Boom! And the other dude that also got infected starts tweaking out here screaming for dear life with them trying to hold him down. But it was too late because he starts to vomit blood and vomit out the baby xenomorph. And that little nigga runs into the field. Now before I continue, I'm going to blame two people for all of this happening. The captain, bro, decided, yo, let's go to this undocumented planet for some reason. You're to blame because your wife is dead now. And the other woman, I don't even know her name. Let's just call her stupid woman number 25 or something. She has done numbers to my brain cells that I didn't even think were possible. I blame her the most. And while they're trying to find signal to the main ship, my robot clanker, Walter sees one of the little xenomorphs running straight towards old girl and he jumps in, tackling that thing to the floor. But it flings him away and they all try shooting at this thing, but it whips his tail, taking my man's mouth away, with it running back into the field. With another one coming out of nowhere, tackling the lady right to the floor, trying to scratch and eat his face. But a huge light comes out of nowhere with this cloaked man appearing. And all bro proceeds to say is follow me. And hey, I'ma do that because we are not surviving one night. Now for the sake of my sanity, there is a lot, and I mean a lot of plot that happens between what we just covered and the rest of the movie. And I'm not gonna lie, if you want to know about the plot and about all that nonsense, you can go ahead and watch the movie, but we are here to get me angry. That's what y'all want. Y'all have made it very clear. Y'all just want to see me angry. So let's just go over to a part that made me angry, shall we? The man that saved them earlier is called David, who is also a clanker, and this man believes in the xenomorphs more than he believes in humans from what we have seen. And after the captain literally seen this man infect one of his crewmates and shot down one of the xenomorphs, this man, instead of just killing David on the spot, says, "Explain to me what the hell you're doing here." And this man David starts to lead him away and tell him exactly what he's been plotting, instead of just shooting him there on the spot, because he even admits that he's the one that made the pathogen in order for people to get infected, for these xenomorphs to be born. Instead of, I don't know, shooting him right then and there, you have enough information already. But no, he follows David into a dark cave where these big eggs are at, and this is the most obvious trap I have ever seen, and he walks right into it and he proceeds to touch one of them. Dog, why is he entertaining this nonsense? Your crew member died because of what David did, and you still proceed to trust him when he says it's safe. Okay, my nigga, you had it coming, and I do not feel bad for you in the slightest. And after that, David proceeds to stab Walter right in the neck, and this man's entire plan is to obviously take Walter's identity as him when they're going back to the main ship and take over the colonists. It's the most obvious plan that could have ever be thrown upon my face, because let me be honest with y'all, if I even got a little feeling that David is a bad guy, I would have shot him there without any question. And even if he was a good guy, hey, better be safe than sorry. And all I'm about to say is Andy would never let this happen, bruh. Andy the GOAT would never let something like this happen to him. The main ship arrives and all of them start running towards it, with this black xenomorph even chasing them down. And he manages to jump on the bottom of the ship while they're trying to take off. And even with them trying to burn it, it took no damage, even when Shorty tried to shoot it. Hey, he said, light work, no reaction. But this thing starts to run towards her, but she grabs the crane, trying to squeeze this thing in between it. But the ship starts to flip on its side, with her swinging and bumping right into the crane, with this thing even trying to stab her. But she successfully managed to squeeze the crane, killing the xenomorph and letting it go. Finally. But unfortunately, there is no good ending to this story, because yes, David managed to pretend to be Walter successfully, and he put them into their sleeping capsules, letting her know that, yo, I'm not Walter, I'm David, and planting the freaking virus that turns people into these xenomorphs in the mothership. There was no good ending. And am I mad? No. You know, because I don't like any of them. The person I did like is dead. So, F all of them, F this whole organization, I'm gone.
It's a mode, tryna fuck me on the first link. Can we take it slow? I be running out the back by the time they at the door. How you go behind my back? You supposed to be my bro. Fuck you this last night, but that's why I didn't know. Throw that on my name, they ain't know that I would grow. Take a trip to get the drugs, every time it's for the low. Says she wants some new shoes, swear that's all she care about. Brody rode away.